Hello, welcome back to the Villa View. Weird start to fan cams, I'm aware. I've had to handle this episode on my own. Dan had to dash off to other commitments and all our substitutes weren't around for this game. So seeing as we've won the game and it was Dean Smith's first game, I decided to try and tackle the fan cams on my own. So just excuse shaky footage, much like this is actually. We used a different audio setup to usual. I used a little lav mic like this one. And I sort of had to hold the camera at like this weird right angle to get some kind of depth to the shot. So yeah, a little bit shaky, a little bit wonky, but do excuse that for this video. And yeah, enjoy it. Let us know what you think.
Well, we played really well in the first half. I thought the first 15-20 minutes especially, that's a lot more like it, wasn't it? It was really nice to see a left back at left back, right back at right back, and actually round holes in round holes. So that's got to be a step in the right direction. Second half, we kind of backed off a little bit and we started to retreat. And then we got those we were going deeper and deeper and had to rely on Nyland just for those last couple of saves. I mean, they were awesome. They were. Hats off to him because he's had his fair share of knocks this year, hasn't he? And he's done really well there for us.
It was a little bit Steve Brucey still, especially in the second half, but I'd just say it was very disciplined today. The defence looked quite solid. Nyland had a very good game. And everyone's just sort of putting a shift. I wasn't expecting anything like magical straight away, so it's going to take time, but it's definitely a step in the right direction for Dean Smith.
He's come in now. He's got all the Villa fans behind him now. We're all in one voice. We're all going to back him now, hopefully, for the rest of the season. We keep on doing this, then we'll see where we're going. We're back in the hunt now. We'll move on to Tuesday. We'll go on there, see what happens.
Swansea City, your left back is the worst left back in the Championship. Your injury, dive, anything else, you're a rubbish.
Well, I thought it was brilliant. We still seen a little bit of Bruce in there. I thought we was more calm on the ball than we would with Bruce. You know, we'd get the ball, we wouldn't hoof up the pitch, we'd play it in front and the back. We played football today. I thought Tammy Abraham looked a bit nervous. I mean, he wasn't a hat-trick. He could have got a hat-trick. But I thought he played really well today. It was John McGinn. Brilliant.
It was a little bit faster paced. It wasn't quite as fast as what you'd see at Brentford, but again, that's to be expected. And it was a lot better. I think the biggest thing for me was how calm we looked, even in the dying embers of the game. We didn't panic. We had a moment where El Mohammadi did a bit of a keepy up. He then headed it to the keeper, which was madness, but also very funny and very calm and composed, you know, showing that I think they've just been told to calm down a little bit. And I want to give a shout out as well to Nyland, who he had a bit of a weird moment in the first half when he saved it when it was clearly nowhere near the goal. It might have been deflected, yeah, but he was there when it counted. There were some point blank Swansea shots which he somehow got a hand to. I think he did really, really well today, and if he can keep those performances up, we have a very good number one goalkeeper on our hands.
I think we played well. I like how El Mohammadi gets the ball. He doesn't just whack it up the pitch. We try and play it around, especially first half. I thought Alan Hutton, he didn't the same thing, and Nyland played very well and kept us in the game.
Not a classic by any means, but a good start to the Dean Smith era. You know, a clean sheet and a 1-0 win. I think any of us will take it. 3 points to start at home and great atmosphere at Villa Park.
We had a good first half, you know, it was pretty much all Villa first half. But the second half, it was very, very nail-biting, if you know what I mean. We played very well and we should have had more goals and we've wasted opportunities sometimes.
We played well today. I mean, you can see the difference between Bruce and Dean. They're totally two different opposites. I mean, today we attacked with passion. And I feel that the football is going in the right direction now. Hopefully we can keep it up for the next game.
Well, 3 weeks ago we would have lost it, but I think Nyland's had a cracking game. Defence has looked a lot better. Smith, Terry, O'Kelly have only had a week, and you can see they've steadied the ship. We've got a clean sheet, which is something we haven't achieved really this season other than against Rotherham. And it just looks all
it looks so much more organised. Like, you saw people leaving Villa Park today with smiles on their faces. You could tell they were impressed by what they've seen.
You know, massive improvement from, you know, Steve Bruce's reign, but I think there's some areas that still need to be worked on. You know, I thought we rushed some of the passes. You know, we gave away a lot of chances. We created a lot of chances, but at the same time, we should have put away a lot more chances. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're getting in the area. You know, we're creating these opportunities. You know, we're getting forward. We're playing positive football for once. I mean, as soon as that game was kicked off, we were straight in, putting pressure on them. Whereas before, sat back and just hoped for a counter-attack opportunity. But this time, you know, we're actually trying to force that opportunity. So, you know, you can see definitely the mentality's changed. You know, the players look like there's a massive weight lifted off their shoulder, especially like Taylor, who probably wouldn't get a game in before. You know, it's a chance for everybody. You know, morale's going to be high after the win. And you see what happens from here.
Yeah, Dean Smith's here. He's got off to a good start, hasn't he? We need to push on now. If we can get back-to-back wins on Tuesday night, that should move us there. I was going to say there or thereabouts. You know, we'll be there-ish, and therefore then we can really kick on then.
I was a bit surprised to see Adoma and El Mohammadi start because I thought that, I don't know, he'd maybe have seen what we've been doing before and maybe change up a bit, but in the end it worked. I thought you could see what they've been working on at the training ground, passing around the back a bit more, like tight spaces, you know, like through the eye of the needle kind of stuff. But obviously it's going to get better and better as every week goes on. So yeah, it's definitely looking good.
It'll take a few games, definitely, because the players have been under Bruce for a couple of years. So I reckon when Dean Smith actually gets the type of play he wants to, then the team will click. But you can definitely see today what he was trying to do, but it just didn't work out. We only got one goal, but we could have got more.
Oh yeah, I should mention, everyone was in pretty much correct positions. That was nice. That was nice to see, and yeah, I just thought it was better. It wasn't what we're going to see in future. I hope not, but no, I expect to see improvement, but it was a hell of a lot better and just so refreshing to see as well.
It's not going to be the same because he's only had 2 days. His players have been away, some of them, so he hasn't worked with all of them a lot yet. So he's trying to play the direct attacking football, which is what we want to see at Villa. So.
Yeah, the soccer football at the end of the Bruce era was bad, and so. It needed a refresher, and so it was good to get new management in here and a new style of play. I don't think we necessarily saw that because, you know, it's the first game, but I think it's a positive start. I thought we possessed a lot more, and we had spells of play, especially that first 15 minutes where we were really on the front foot, really, you know, playing positively. The defense was pretty sound in the back as well. So, you know, all in all, things to work on, but at the same time, 3 points and getting the result is a good start. You know, and I don't think the fans can ask much more than that, especially for game one.
Yeah, I know what he's trying to do. He's picked a good team, and if Dean keeps this going, he could encourage the team. And we might just go back up this season, who knows? He
might bring out the best in Codger for me. I think his possession. He likes to do it all himself, where I think Dean might change that a little bit, just to give him that free roll and just to pass around the ball a little bit more. Yeah. That's where I think Dean could work for Codger for myself.
The man I wanted was Brendan Rodgers. It's a big question mark, but if it wasn't Rodgers, it had to be Smith. That's how I see it. It has to be one of them two. Rodgers has got a good record in England. But Smith's probably the right man for the job. He's proved he can do it on a shoestring budget, which, if we don't go up this year, God forbid, then I've got full faith in him next year to try and do something with a penny pinch squad. So it looked a lot better today. You could tell where he's come in, put his own dynamic into the game. But yeah, encouraging. 1-0, you'll take it. Any person would have took it walking into today.
McGinn seemed to be allowed to play, you know, his natural game where he's a bit bullish, and we just looked like under Bruce we always sat off. You know, we always dropped back and defended there. But today we closed down. I think that's why Swansea had a few chances, but when we're closing down, we leave a few gaps in behind, and I think that's just inevitable. But I much preferred the way we played. And it made Swansea panic a little bit themselves as well. And I think the way we play now, it suits our team better. Because the problem I think under Bruce is, or was, we have a very attacking squad, but we had a very defensive manager, and it was a complete mismatch. Whereas now with Dean Smith, we have an attacking manager with an attacking squad, and hopefully it should be a match made in heaven. So yeah, it was a decent game. I wouldn't call it a vintage game by any means, but no, we played better, and I hope to see more of that in the future and just better performances.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think he's not been at the club for too long, so he's trying to get like a feel, for the squad, testing out, what players work where, who works best with who, chemistry and all that thing. As well, what I appreciate is that he's playing players in their natural positions and playing to their strengths, whereas before Bruce was trying to experiment, mix and match him, like Hutton playing left back, Grealish playing on the wing. It just wouldn't work. Like, we had a straight swap, we had Codger off for Adoma, whereas before probably would have changed formation. He's keeping it simple, but being direct at the same time. It's a good direction to be going in. It's a lot less complicated. It's clear the message he's trying to send. He wants to get us these results, get the wins, get the points, what we need into, and just see what happens at the end of the season.
Bruce had to go, don't get me wrong, he had to go, but I think this is a good kickstart for us. Like, our season starts today. Yeah. People was wondering, would it kickstart after the Rotherham game, and it never came to fruition, but today I just think it's a genuine kickstart. I'll be happy with 3 points out of next week, 2 hard away games, but I'm all round happy, satisfied, like business as usual, hopefully.
Promotion, yes or no?
You got to judge that in 10 games. 10 games, we'll see where we're aiming. If we're already in the playoffs, you aim top 2. If you're in the top half to 15th, aim top 6 and then see where the win takes you. But I don't see why promotion can't be on the cards. He's got the bottle for it. He's got a good enough team, like probably the best team in the league. If he just gives them the kick up the arse they need, then who knows? We could be first by Christmas. It's a long shot, but Fulham did it last year. They came out of nowhere and ended up absolutely breaking hearts everywhere. But why can't we do that? Cardiff did it.
So thanks for watching this strange fan cams. I know it's not what you're used to, but still, we managed to get the views of the fans though, which is always the main thing. Hopefully next time Dan's with me and we don't have to use this setup again, but now we know it kind of works. We can use it again if we have to. Thanks for watching this video. We really appreciate all the support, the people that came and speak to us after the win. It was great to see people smiling after a Villa game for what feels like a long time. My arm is starting to ache a little bit now after that shoot, and also doing this intro has taken me 3 minutes so far. So yeah, thanks for watching. Up the Villa. If you enjoyed that video, why not watch another one? Click one of the video options on screen now, and if you don't mind, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.